Hi guys, how are you? Hello. It's Darlene with DIY Crafts by Dar, and we're gonna make a cute little boo garland today. So I'm testing this out. I'm gonna see if it will auto post on my personal page. I want to be able to figure this out. So I'll. This is a private test page that I'm putting it to, but I am hoping that it's gonna work. So this is gonna be kind of a quick one. We're just doing a boo garland, and there are three pieces on here. So there's the front letter, and then the next one, and then the last one is kind of like a lacy type thing. So there's 9 pieces to paint, and then we have some cute little ribbon. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to rip it. It's way too wide. Okay, so I think I'm going to tear it, and we'll use it like that. And I have beads we'll just put in between, and I have jute. So let's get painting, guys. How are you? It is actually Saturday, but I'm going to be taping a bunch of these, trying to get caught up on everything. I have so many projects. So here we go. And I may have to go out. Let's see. Stubby hasn't been behaving. The dogs are kind of acting like they're going to fight. If I hear them fighting, I will be exiting, going and helping. You know, frustrating sometimes. Sometimes they just don't want to get along. Or they just don't get along. I don't know. Maybe they want to get along, but they don't. Okay, so I'm hoping that I can fit all this on here. I don't think I can. I think I'm going to just, you know what, let's just have 2 of these. Let's do that. So I have the letters B-O-O that spell boo, and then I have the next layer, and we're going to do polka dots on that too. So that's going to be super cute. And then this layer is going to be orange. All right, so I have my paint here. Just putting it all on here. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start with this layer first, because I want to be able to do my little polka dots. So let me just put you down to the project here, and this is what we have, guys. Let me put myself up in the corner. Happy Saturday night. I don't know how many of these I'll get done tonight. I am trying to do, oopsie, it's not working. Ooh, why is it not working? There we go. Put myself in the corner. Okay, I'm trying to do at least 1 extra video a day, and tonight I'm going to do 3. So yeah, it should work out okay. There might be noise, TV in the other room. Hopefully not where Facebook can hear, because, you know, we don't want that to be a problem. I'm going to change my mind on white. I think I'm going to do antique white. So let me do that. Let me grab that. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. I was going to do white, and I'm like, I think I want antique white. Okay, so this part's antique white, and then we're going to do little dots, a pattern with black. So that's why I want to do this part first. And we are going to sand. We're going to kind of antique it. Got all my new brushes here. Yeah, brand new brushes. I had to buy some more. Guys, I go through so many. It's crazy. A lot of times it's because it takes me forever to get a paint project done, and then the paint dries in it. And I do wash them, but still, they're not always the same. So I'm throwing out brushes every week, despite the fact that I am cleaning them out. I'm still throwing out several brushes. So if you throw out a couple of brushes a week, you have to replace them. So I have a couple of big bags. But you know what, guys? I don't think they're as good as they used to be. Anybody else agree that they're just not the same? So if you're out there watching, just say hello. It's going to be a replay for you. I'm going to just post these. I'm going to try to do them quickly. And I may even speed some of them up because it's a lot to watch, you know. I don't want you to have to listen and watch through everything. You can always speed it up too. If you don't know that, you really can. I think you can set it on your phone, the speed of the playback. I think. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can. All right, so there's our base coat of our light buttermilk. I'm not going to worry about doing a second coat. We're going to sand it. We're going to kind of make it look antique-y. Let's do our black. All right, I can kind of go in a little bit. So we're a little bit closer on these. So you can see the little spiders. There's cute little spiders there hanging. And then a bat up in the corner. So this is just all black. And we'll sand this and we'll kind of ink it also. I'm hoping I can get some on here and not have to use a palette dish. Well, I do have to use a palette dish eventually. So that's not even going to matter, right? Oops, one more. Don't forget the other O, Darlene. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there we go. So much always going on here, guys. Just a ton. So hubby goes fishing the same weekend that I have my craft show and have my chocolate tour people coming in. So we're trying to figure everything out. Trying to get me a rental car that is paid for by the ladies' insurance that hit me. So we're hoping that all works out because I don't have rental on mine. No, I don't. Which, you know, you never think that you need it because we always have extra. It's just, it's kind of an inconvenience for us because the truck is so big. And to try to park that down there at the ocean just doesn't work. And I want to have a nice vehicle to drive everybody here and there. Here and there and everywhere. All right, so I can't talk tonight either. That's okay. I'll probably end up getting a cup of coffee. I might just power through a bunch of these. That might be good. Should I change my shirt so you don't think I'm wearing the same shirt for 7 days? I guess, honestly, does it matter to you? I don't know. Some people might go, hey, for the last week, all the videos Darlene has been doing is she has the same shirt on. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's put that up there. Let's bring in this. So this is going to be orange. And the orange that I chose is spiced pumpkin. I love spiced pumpkin in more than one way. I love spiced pumpkin in reality. A pumpkin. And I love the color. I think it's so pretty. And we will be sanding. We will be antiquing the edges. All of that. And honestly, you don't have to do the center, but I just do. It's just habit. It is just habit to do the center, even though there's going to be stuff glued on there. Yeah, oopsie. Got a little bit in the hole. I'm trying not to do that. Trying not to do that. And then we'll dry, we'll sand, we'll ink, we'll assemble. And this project is fairly quick. I am really trying to get my projects down so you guys aren't sitting here waiting, watching me paint so much. And I have some chocolate tour projects coming up too. We had some restocks on our, let's see, on the cutouts that chocolate tour has. The s'mores one finally restocked, the bee, and the camera. I'm not going to buy any because I can cut my own. But I do have one. I have one from the very first, but I just don't feel like I should buy them since I have a laser. I can cut my own wood. And honestly, I like the wood better than I like the plastic. Okay, I'm sorry. I just do. It's just, if you want me to be honest, I do. I love the wood better. It paints better for me. Some people say they love the plastic. Then good, do that. But for me, I really just am waiting for them to sell out again. And then we can make our little cutouts, honestly. Because in my opinion, and I've voiced this opinion, the plastic just does not, you know, they say, well, it is, you can erase it. Yeah, you can. Okay, you can erase it. But would you? I wouldn't go to all that work and waste my chalk paste. I'm not going to erase off the plastic and change it. I'm not even going to do that on my birdhouse. No way. Speaking of birdhouses, I am going to be having a birdhouse sale soon. Next week, at some point, I'll be having a birdhouse sale. Just got to get my act together. I need to find the rest of them. I think that I have another box. So I want to have an accurate count before I do that. At some point, they're going to get birdhouses back, but it's going to be a while. Honestly, it's, they don't even have a date yet. So I'm like, you know what? I was waiting. I think that we're just going to do another birdhouse. We did the patriotic one. We probably should just do a traditional one, right? Or a farmhouse one. Oops. You know I have to do it. You just know that Darlene has to make a mess. There's no way around it. No way around it. I just have to. Yeah. Let me grab a Clorox wipe. Yikes. You know me. I cannot do anything without making a freaking mess of myself. Yeah, hot mess, hot mess. That should be my middle name, right? So when I was growing up, our neighbors their last name was Fish. Okay, so they weren't like next door neighbor. They were down the hill, and my mom was really good friends with them, and their last name was Fish. Okay, so they thought that they were funny. They really thought they were funny when they named their kids. So, you know, their first name wasn't terrible, but their middle names were. And I honestly don't remember all of their middle names, but I do know that they got really creative. And that, in my opinion, it wasn't very nice. Because that person has to have that name for the rest of their life. And it's bad enough that your last name is Fish. Yeah, your last name is Fish. I'm telling you, if my last name was Fish, I would change it. I'm sorry. I hope nobody's last name is Fish on here. But what they did to their children was not nice. I need to dry that a little bit more. We're just going to bring this over, and we'll let that dry a little bit on its own. It's really thick. I did it way too thick. Okay. So in my grade, there was a kid, and his name was Melvin. So Melvin Fish. You think, not bad. Not bad. Well, I'm trying to think of all of the kids' names. That's funny, because I think my sister, there was one, her name was Ramona. Pretty sure about that. My older sister. But in my grade, his name was Melvin. Melvin Fish. Guess what his middle name was? Guess. Take a guess, guys. Take a freaking guess. And I'm sorry. I hope you don't take offense to that. That's just one of my words. Like, oh my heavens, you know, when I. So take a guess what his middle name was. I'm going to give you a second, and I hope that some of you are actually guessing, because, yeah, it was interesting. How can they do that to their child? All right. Did you guess? His middle name was Cotta. Melvin Cotta Fish. Yeah. That's his name. Melvin Cotta Fish. Cotta. Yeah. How? Why? Why would someone do that? I don't get it. I don't. But poor kiddo. And he was very backwards. And I don't know if it just had to... I'm going to stand this over my trash can really quick. I don't know if it had to do with the fact that he had this crazy name, or he just was that way. You know, I mean, there's just some kids that are just... They're just the nerdy type. And I actually was really close friends with him because of church. So he was in my church youth group. We went to church together for many years. We went to school together for many years. And his older brother, what was his older brother's name? Dang it. Can't remember it. But his middle name was Hatta. So say it was Jeremiah. Jeremiah Hatta Fish. All of the kids had unique middle names that just basically said, make fun of me. I want you to make fun of me. So, I don't know. I just feel like they set their kids up for failure. But if he had a good attitude, then possibly. Maybe he could have went on to be a fisherman. I don't know. So, parents are really nice. They were into Amway. So, my parents were really... into Amway back then too. Not that they made any money at it. They just were, you know, one of the tiers on the pyramid. Yeah, back then I felt like it really was. But not now. I mean, it might have changed a lot. But back then, I feel like the rules weren't the same, and Mom bought so much Amway stuff. We literally had boxes and boxes of different things and tons of detergent, just a lot of stuff, a lot. Way more than a whole family can use in their whole lifetime, I feel like. She kind of did that when Melaleuca came out too, because she had to do her monthly, and she would go up there and she would buy, because they're in Idaho, so she would go and get her monthly quota or whatever she had to do to keep active. And she didn't want to give it up because, she really loved the product. And actually, it really was good product. I love the Melaleuca oil. I love the Melaleuca shampoo, which the shampoo is great for kiddos. If you have kids that have chronic lice, that shampoo, it does wonders. If you have dogs that have issues, that shampoo is actually, I used it on my dogs a lot. Mind you, these dogs were mutts. These were not my Shih Tzus. I wouldn't do that to them. Their coats are really sensitive, but the mutts, it didn't matter. So, anyways, yeah, mom was into Amway. She loved it. Then she got into Melaleuca. She never did Mary Kay or anything like that. She was really not into jewelry. Let's just sand this right here. Let's just sand this right on the edge here. I don't have comments. I'm looking over at comments trying to see what you're going to say. But there aren't comments because you know what? We're not live. At least that I know of. Remember the time when I tried to do that? Remember that time at band camp? Remember that time, and my sister texted me, "You're live. You're actually live." Yeah. Well, I'm going live onto my personal page, on a private. It's a private test thing, so nobody really can see it. But I'm hoping that it will actually post, and then maybe it will work on the other things, so that when I'm gone, because I'm gone for a week, guys. I am gone to the hills now. I'm gone to the beach house for a week. And I have to do my Facebook Lives. So I'll do my Facebook Lives, but I'll pre-record something for you guys because I want to make sure that you guys have something to watch. Is that funny? Okay. All right. Let me ink the edges on this. We're going to do polka dots on this one. The orange is still drying. Oops. And then let's see on the black letters, I'm going to see if I have a white ink. I don't know if I have white ink or not. That would be nice if I did, right? I have those little ink pads a while back that I used. Yeah, let me see if I do. Okay, there's that. And then polka dots, so tiny little dots. So I'll do the dots before I look for the white because the dots need to dry. And they're just tiny. They're just tiny, tiny polka dots with the stylus. Okay, so just a tiny little pattern. Let me do this. Let me look and see. Let me see if I'm actually live on my page right now. Because, you know what happens, right? Let me see. Okay, it didn't go on there yet. That's a good thing. All right, so that means it's going to post later, which is awesome because that's what I want it to do. Let me see. Okay, perfect. All right, sorry. I am just going to do this. Okay, so boo, boo hoo, boo hoo hoo hoo. Alrighty, here we go. I had a message that said, oh, that was the other day. Sorry. It said I can't figure it out. I already took care of that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to stand up to do this so that I can actually see where I'm putting my little dots. And I'm going to kind of make a pattern in a way. Now, I could have put dots on here in a pattern so that it was here and easy, but you know, that would just be too much. All right, so it starts right here, and we're just going to go, we're going to do 3 dots at a time, and they're just small. Okay, so okay, and then just here and there. I kind of want it to have a pattern, but it's a little hard to get a pattern going when you have a letter in the way, right? So we're just going to kind of make our own pattern. It's not good, doesn't have to be exact, but they are just tiny. Okay, so they're not big dots. They're just little babies. And this part might take a little bit. So what can we talk about? What can we talk about? Oh my goodness, what's been going on? So, you know, my husband's been going through a little bit of stress at work. They changed buildings. He's over there and responsible for stuff, but the people didn't want him to be there. You know, it's just a whole stressful thing. So we talked through a lot. I try to listen and talk and help him out. He's doing the best he can, but honestly, he's having a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress, and I just feel really terrible that he's going through that. And moving to a new building, going into an area that, you know, previously he was in charge of everything, and now he's in charge of his guys, but he's in somebody else's territory basically. So things aren't the same. So he's stressed a little bit, just a little. So I'm glad that he's going to get to go fishing. That's always a nice thing for him. And whether they do well or not doesn't even matter. It's just getting out there. Getting out with nature is just a great thing. And him getting out with his friends is, you know, it's always nice. Always a great thing to do that, right? With friends. That's like me. I can't wait to go and kind of decompress at the beach house. And I know that I'll still have to come home probably a couple of times. And let's see. Okay, I think that's enough on that one. That's a lot. Notice that I started getting more and more as I got further down. So I think that I actually have to put a few more up here. And then on the others, I'm not going to put as many. Okay, so this one is really busy. So on the next one, I'm going to actually do bigger ones. I want to kind of do a pattern. So I'm going to actually do bigger ones, a different, where's my stylus? I think I have a big stylus here. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. So now this one, I'm going to have a whole different idea on it because this one is going to be larger. So it's still going to be random, but it's not going to be as many. Okay, so I need to make sure that I should just dip every single time in there. I know that's kind of a pain, but and they're still not the same. That's okay. They're bigger. We'll just do 2. We'll do 2. They are bigger than the other ones. And if you kind of slide it to the side, you get a little bit more on it. Just like that. You can get 2 out of it if you kind of swoop. Just a little bit of a swoop. And then I think I'll go back to the small ones over here. So we'll repeat the first one. I just think it's kind of fun to do that, to have a different pattern. What do you guys think? What do you think? It's different. We like to be different, right? Different is a good thing. We don't want to be the same as everybody else, right? Different is not bad. Yep. All right. Oh, life just starts to get a little cray sometimes. And honestly, there's things that I start thinking about that house. Do you remember the house I told you that was perfect, that had the barn, and we could do shows, but my husband was like, nope, not doing it. And then like a week later, he sends me a picture of another house that's similar, but not in a great area for parking and all of that. Didn't have the same stuff. And I'm like, why couldn't we have just gone and got that house? Sometimes you're still kicking yourself over things like that. I actually started looking for houses again. My house is so small. I mean, it really is. My house is really tiny, and we have the business here. And hubby just gets stressed out because there's so much. And I'm thinking, well, maybe we need to have some acreage to kind of spread it out. Okay, Darlene, you need to stop. Okay, let's leave it like that. Or like this. I think it's enough. Do you think it's enough? I think it's cute. Ooh, no more. No more, Darlene. Okay, so now I got to go back to the other one. And then we'll dry. And then we'll sand up the orange. The orange is still drying. Well, maybe not. It actually feels pretty dry up there. Okay, we're going to go back to the small one. But we're going to do a different type pattern. With this, let's see if we can do something different. Just kind of like a triangle pattern. I don't know. I'm just trying something different, guys. I think it'll be cute. I think it'll be fun. So anyways, he is not my husband is just stressed a little bit, and I don't like that because then his heart starts acting up. He has AFib, and so I worry about him having issues with that. I just wish that he didn't have to go through that. And it's not time for him to retire yet. So we are not even 60. So that's that's a ways off still. We still have a little bit of time. And, you don't want to retire early, even if you had to retire medically, because you want to be able to get as much as you can, right? You want to be able to pay into Social Security those last few years and make sure that you are getting the most that you can so that when you retire, you're not struggling. And I don't know if I'll ever retire because I just love working. I might retire. I'll retire at some point from the bookkeeping, but I absolutely love doing my crafts, and I can't ever see giving up craft shows. I did it once, and I was so miserable. I honestly couldn't even. Oops, I have a little oopsie there. That's okay. I have a little oopsie doodle. It's all right. We're not gonna sweat the small stuff, right? Don't sweat the small stuff, guys. Okay. Okay, that was kind of fun. I think that I can put another one. I don't want to put too many more. I'm actually really liking that. I'll put one down here. And maybe one right in here. And maybe one right here. Okay. Stop. No more. No more. I think it's good. I want to say it's good. And then I look at it and I go, where can I put another one? No, Darlene, you just leave it. All right, here we go. Let us do this. Let's dry those, and then we'll bring the orange ones in. Let's try to find the white ink pad, if I had one. I don't know if I did. I don't know if I did, honestly. I think what I do have is white pencil, the wax. Because I want to kind of do something on the letters. Now, keep in mind that this takes a long time to dry, that even though we're drying it, it's not going to be dry all the way through, especially these thick ones. They take about an hour to dry all the way through. So I'm going to be careful when I push on them. And I'm making sure that I'm moving my heat gun. Okay, so let's bring in this. Let's see, is it dry? Maybe just a little bit more. Let's dry it just a little bit more, and then we'll sand it down. But I think it's pretty good. It looks pretty good. It's just a little bit cool. All right, we're gonna sand the edges, and we're gonna ink them. Take all those guys off. This is gonna be super cute. I'm excited for this, and it's small, so well, not really. It takes up a full sheet of the paper. I'm gonna sand it over my trash can really quick. And you know what? I need one that has a better thing on it. Yeah. Okay. This one should work. I just don't want to get the orange all over there. So I'm just sanding the edges a little bit. Just kind of dinging it up a little bit. And I really don't have to do the center because that part is going to be covered. Okay, so all I did was I just did the edges there, and we're actually going to do ink on them. So sand, sand, sand. All right. So looking good, guys. This one's a fun one. I just like simple things like this, you know? Anybody can do this one. Anyone, really, honestly. There's nothing special about it. You could do plaid on here. That would be cute. You could do paper on here. You could do, I don't know, anything you want. If you wanted to do Halloween paper, that would be really cute. Okay, now I'm just going to take the ink pad. So all I did was, I sanded the edges, but now I'm going to ink them. Okay, so I want that part that I sanded to be really dark. That's why I did that. It just kind of helps it a lot. So just running the ink pad along there. And then we're going to try to find the white for the letters. I think it would be really cute to do the edges with white. And we will do some little dots on it. We're not going to speckle. It doesn't need it. Okay. All right. Got some ink on there. And remove that. And let me see. Let me see what I have here. I do have some ink right here that let me see what colors these are. Black, tan, yellow. Those are not the right ones. I may not have white in an ink pad like that, but I do have white in this. So remember these crayons. Oh, that's lovely. Who knows what got on that? Okay, so I have these crayons type things, but what I need is a sponge. So I need a spongy thing. Where are you? Spongy things. Oh, and I have lots more ink pads down here. That's interesting. Look at how many I have, guys. Ooh, and that one came right off. So let me just figure out where that one goes. Holy cow. Yeah, I don't know. Where'd it go? Interesting. Well, it came from somewhere. Okay, lavender. I have a lot. I didn't realize I had all these. Well, I probably did, but I do need to find the top to that. Where did it go? Hang on 2 seconds. I'm also trying to find the sponge. All right, well, I can't find the top, but I think that I can stack it. I think I can just stack this like this. Oh, no, it's not. I'll have to look for that in a second. Yeah, because I don't want it to dry out. It might already be dried out. Look at that. That's pretty cool. All right. I will look for that in a moment. Un momento. Now I have that ink on my hands. Let me get I do not want green on there. Clorox wipe time on my finger. There we go. All right, guys. Let's see here. Let me just go like this so you can see everything. Okay. Now, I hope you could see before. Who knows? Here's the thing that we're going to do. Now, somebody told me I needed to add water, but I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to put it onto the sponge. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Chloe's in trouble. Chloe must be wanting to go under the thing. Okay, I'm going to spray some water on this over here. All right. Chloe's getting in trouble. She wants to go behind the couch. And we blocked it off because I don't want her back there. Okay, so I added some water. Did you see that? I used some of this on here. Let's see if it's going to work. Oh, it does a little bit. Okay, so maybe it works better that way. Maybe I just needed to have water on the sponge. Okay, maybe. Maybe. Okay, so I'm just going to do the edges and get some of that white on there. I hope. I hope that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Uh-oh. I could go get her and bring her in here. Okay, so let me just... Okay, hang on. Let me go grab Chloe and get her out of there. Hang tight. Okay, let me bring her in here. Come here. Chloe, come with Mom. I'll have her in here. Come in here. Okay. You come say hi. You come say hi. You're getting in trouble out there with Dad. Can't get in trouble with Dad. Can you say hi to everybody? I love you, baby girl. She's got her little outfit on. So, it's supposed to make her so she doesn't chew on her stitches. Here we go. Say hi. Say hi. I know, right up there. Right up there. Say hi. I know. She's got her little outfit on. All right, you get down here. Okay. You go sit in the corner. You go to the corner, baby. We're almost done. Yep, she's going to go lay in the corner. I know. I love you, baby. All right. There we go. Okay, so it's kind of working. I think maybe what if I put it on here like this and then I use that. All right. Uh-oh. There's more. Someone else getting in trouble. Uh-oh. I've got to bring them all in here with me. I think what they do, they crawl underneath the recliner too, so it makes it hard. Okay, so I'm just kind of putting it on there. You don't have to do this part. I just wanted there to be kind of like a white. I don't know if you can even see it. So, yeah. I'm just going to add some, and then I'm going to use my sponge. You're okay, Miss Chloe. I know, you want out. You want to go back out there. It's okay, baby girl. Why are you crawling underneath? She's crawling under this table. Under the table. Okay, so I'm just kind of blending it with the sponge. I don't know. I think maybe I would skip that next time, but I kind of got to do that on all of them. Right? Okay, so there's one. There's one. One done. So let me do this. Let's spray this again. Maybe it just needs some more water on it. I don't know, honestly. I'm gonna add the crayon to that, and then we're gonna try it. Maybe it'll work better. Maybe. All right. Well, it's really not doing what I thought it would do. That's okay. Okay, let me just add the crayon onto the sides and we'll blend it. Okay. I don't know. Kind of works. I don't know. It's not what I thought it would be. Honestly. Yeah. Just get a little bit more on there. Maybe skip this part. Maybe skip that part. Okay. What if I use the ink pad like I did before? Let's see how that works. Remember when I used the ink pad and it kind of makes it look like it's a different color? Yeah. Because I can go back over all the other stuff. Yeah. We'll just do that. Okay. But the center one looks really good. If you looked at it, it has a lot of white highlights on it. I really worked hard on that one. Maybe I just need to work a little harder. Maybe, but aren't these cute? This is going to be so stinking cute. Let me just try it a little bit more. Maybe I'm just giving up too soon. Add some more white in there, and then we'll blend it with the sponge, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe a little bit there, and then just blend it. Oh yeah. Okay, so maybe that's the key, is to just put it on there and then just blend it. All right, it's looking good. Looking good, guys. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It is not terrible. So these are those crayons that we got a while back. They're from Ranger. Yeah. All right. So there's another, there's a bee. All right. So that one has some white on it. I just kind of wanted some white on it, and this one has white on it. So now we just need to put some more on this, and then we're going to glue everything together. Hey, let's do this. Let's plug in that glue gun to give us a helping hand when it's time to glue, so that we don't have to wait for it to dry. Okay. So I'm going to do what I did before and just add. Now I wouldn't recommend it with these, because guess what? I'm using a lot. This crayon's going to be gone before I know it. So honestly, I don't think this is what I want to do. I probably just want to take a little sponge brush and like a chippy brush or something, and just put some white on it, right? You think? Yeah, probably. We'll try that another day. We'll try the little chippy brush. Okay, so there's kind of like a white highlight on there. I think we're going to be good with that. Just kind of sponge it a little bit. There we go. All right. Okay, so I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. Well, let me just get a paper towel and kind of dry it a little bit. Kind of wipe it, kind of smear it a little bit, just to make sure that all that crayon is all blended in. I don't want to have loose pieces on it. Okay, and then let's glue, and then we'll assemble. Okay, is my hot glue gun going to be hot enough? Probably not. Probably not, guys. All right, so let's do this then. Let's add just a little bit more. Yeah, I don't understand. If somebody can explain to me how these things work. You know, sometimes I struggle with things like that. Sometimes I just struggle. Janine tried to explain it to me, and I'm not able to do what I need to do with it. Oops, I feel like I'm wiping it off. Let me try just, yeah, it's like I'm just wiping it. There we go. There we go. Let's just get some spongy action going on there. That actually looks cute. And on this spider, and we'll put some here so that we kind of make it even. And then a little bit here. All right. Oh, that works. That works. Okay. All right, let's get ready to glue. Let's take the letters off. That will be last. We'll glue these guys on. Keep in mind that this is not dry all the way. So this one I'm going to be really careful with. Part of it is not dry. Okay. Let me put the lid on this. I'm going to throw that sponge away. These are not working for me. I struggle with them, guys. I struggle. Somebody wants to come to my house and teach me how. I would love that. Oh, and look at this. Paint on my glue stick. Of course. Oh my heavens. Paint on the glue stick. All right, let's get our glue. Get it ready. We're going to glue these guys on. And then we'll glue the letters on. So this glue will make it stick forever. The hot glue will make it stick right now. And then it will let go at some point. Hot glue just does. Don't trust hot glue to hold it forever, because it won't. Believe me, been doing this a long time. I know what I'm talking about. It will work on ribbon, and it will work on little buttons, but it will not work on wood to wood and stay forever. You'll be sad. You will be sad. Okay, line up those holes and then just press down. Just like that. Hold it in place for a moment and it will stay. All right. Perfect. Okay, same with this. Just putting some on the center to hold it. And then we'll get the glue strings off. Don't stress over that. Okay, the glue strings are the easy part to remove. You just take your heat gun and hold and kind of wave it over it. And the glue strings just kind of shrivel up. They're like, I'm gone, I'm out of here. Okay, I do have to get another glue stick. Speaking of glue sticks, I need another one. Okay, there's that. So I love to create whatever is on my mind. You know, this is Halloween. Yeah, I know. And it is June. That's okay. It's never too early to create for a season or a holiday or, you know, it really isn't. We used to do our ornaments and we would create them in January. We would start for the next season and we were creating year round because we needed to. When you're a crafter, that is what you do. You create all year long different things and set them aside and have them for your craft shows, right? Okay. I'm going to line it up perfectly and then press down. Just press down. You want it to stick. You want it to stick right there. Okay, isn't that cute? Look how cute that is. There's a little bit of glue that came out here. I'm going to just pop that out. Easy peasy. It's just a little piece of hot glue. There we go. All right. So that should stick just fine. I can hear it move a little bit, but you know what? It is stuck. It's stuck there really good. Okay. Can you get our glue on here? Glue here, glue there, glue everywhere. I think glue on the little spider. I should put glue on that spider. I didn't do it. Make sure you put some glue on your spiders. Okay, I'm going to put my hot glue and then I'm going to flip it over really quickly and line it up. Make sure it's lined up. You can see the scoring. Okay, so you can see where it goes. And then press down. You don't want it to move. There is some glue that like peeked out of there. We're going to get that out. Don't you worry. All that glue right there is going to go bye-bye. Just take your stylus, kind of work it back and forth and get that out of there. Okay. B-O-O. Boo. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo-hoo. Alrighty. Last O. Okay. Alrighty. So I was really happy when I talked to my dad that he was feeling better. You know what? There's a little piece in here. I'm going to try to get that out. It's stuck in the O. Let me see if I can get it out. Sometimes, so there we go. Sometimes the pieces don't always come out. So just be really careful if you're working with this small little pieces like that. You can break them off and then you just have to glue them on. If you break a piece, just glue it back. You know that it's going to be fragile if you if you think about it, those little small areas, you want to be super careful with that. Okay, flip it over, line it up. Make sure you have it in place before you press down. Okay, I think we got it. Just get this glue out of here, right here, that I see that peeked out. Okay, you don't have to use the hot glue unless you're going to want to do like I'm doing and you want to be able to assemble it right away. You do not have to use hot glue. That is the only reason I used it, is because I'm trying to get this done for you guys for the video. Otherwise, I would have just let it go. All right, so let me do this. Let's do our heat gun. Get rid of the little glue strings really quickly. And they just shrivel right up. It's like they just melt, you know? Okay. All right, so what we need to do is we need to thread this on there. And an easy way to do that is to create an end. Okay, so take some of your blue painter's tape or your other tape, and you're going to roll it and you're going to create an end. Okay, so you don't need that much, not at all. Let's get rid of some of that. You only need a little bit. Okay, so you're just going to roll it, and then that's what you're going to feed through the bead. Okay, so you're just making an end basically so that you can thread it through there easily. Okay, so then just cut that off. It doesn't have to be that long. Okay, it just has to be long enough. And I think that's going to work right there. Okay, cut that off. And then on the other end, you're going to do like a little slip knot. So you're going to go like that, make a loop, and then you're going to tie that like this so that you have a little slip knot that's where that's going to hang. Okay, and then you're just going to start threading this through. Well, the thing is, you're going to put beads right in between, and then we're going to tie these in between. So, but we do have to put the beads as we go. So we do need to have a bead on the very end. Okay, and then you're going to go through to the back, and then you're going to go up. Okay, so and then just leave this right like that, and then we're going to tie ribbon on both sides of that. Okay, then you're going to have a bead in the center, and you're going to tie ribbon on each side of that. Okay, so it's just a little black bead. It's really simple, guys. I didn't do this one really fancy. It's a very simple pattern. Go down and then up, and then you're going to put your bead. So leave room to tie that ribbon on there, probably about like that. Let me just see if we can go out some more. Okay, and then you're going to put a bead. So you have 4 beads, and then we're going to tie the ribbon in between. Okay, and you can adjust this. I don't tie my end until I'm all done. I make sure that we have everything on here, and I have everything tied before I cut this and do my very end. Okay, does that make sense? So you will have 4 pieces. I've already ripped 2 pieces just so I could see what it was like. You're gonna have 4 of these pieces. So what you're gonna do first is you're going to basically get rid of the edge part, and then you're gonna rip it in half. Okay, so you're gonna rip this edge off, and then you're gonna rip that, and we'll get rid of those strings, don't worry. And then you're gonna rip this edge off. So all I did was I just cut. Okay, and then just kind of peel, get those pieces off of there, so that you don't have strings hanging. And then this goes in the trash, and then do the same again. All right, so you just cut a little slit down, and then about 1 inch, and then same on, so it's right next to where the wire is, and you just pull that off. So there you go, and then just pull the next strip because you cut in the center, and then pull that off, and there you go. You got 2 more. So you can do this with any ribbon. If your ribbon's too wide to tie and you want something small like this, yeah, easy peasy, guys. All right, and you know, it just depends on how much you want to peel off. Probably could keep peeling and make it be really fuzzy. Okay, so cut down 1 inch, cut the center 1 inch, cut the other side 1 inch. Okay, makes it easy for you to pull that off of there, and then peel that strip, and then peel that side off. Okay, all right, here we go. We're gonna cut off, or we're gonna peel, sorry, we're gonna pull off all those loose threads from ripping it. Okay, And then we're going to just tie. And we're going to see how this goes because honestly, I don't know because I haven't done this before. So let's start on this end. Let's move this over. And we're going to tie one at the very end here and then one on the other side of the bead. And all you're going to do is you're just going to tie it one time, like when you tie your shoe, like the very first part. And we'll you know what, we got to cut these down because they're really long. But I didn't know how long they needed to be. So we'll just cut them at an angle. So just get them on there first. That's the key, is get them on there. There's a bead in between. All right, super cute, but easy. Okay, so that's what we want, right? We love to have easy, and we want it to be able to hang. So it doesn't matter if it's kind of apart, you know, and then go to the next one. So you're going to do one on the left side of the bead and one on the right side of the bead. And you're just going to tie it tight. And the bead just jumped inside of that. Okay, so just tie it tight right onto that jute. And then you're going to slide it. So there you go. And you can adjust it all later. All right, so what you can do is you can get it all on there, get them all tied on there. And then you can adjust it and figure out, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? All right, so here's this. I'm going to tie it really tight. Okay, and then, okay, that's going to look good like that. Tighten that up a little bit. Go to the next one. So we just have, so basically we have 8 pieces of ribbon to tie on there. And how fun is that? It just looks like fabric, actually. So somebody else will probably say, where'd you get that fabric? Well, it was ribbon. It was ribbon. We made it into a strip. We stripped it. Yeah, we stripped that. So, and it's perfect. The black and the orange is perfect. Perfection. Okay. We're almost there, guys. Getting to the end. I'm just going to pull that again. All right. And you can kind of fiddle with these, make them go straight up and down. It doesn't really matter if they're upside down. It does matter if they're upside down. If they're going to the left, the right. Honestly, it doesn't even make a difference. I'm kind of looking at this going, I should finish off my end and be able to thread that through. Okay, so we kind of know that that's probably perfect right there, how I have it. So do your little loop, and then all you do is you just pull that through like that to make like a little hanger. And then let's cut this and let's thread this through and have it be tied on there. Okay, so it's going to be tied with the little ribbon. Does that make sense? I'm trying to get it through the hole. Come on, you can do it. Okay, so then just go ahead and I'm just kind of scooching this over for right now. You're going to tie that right onto that. Okay, so that's going to go right onto where the end of that is. Can you see? I hope. This is super cute though. I love things like this that are simple and basic like this. People love that too. They love things that are easy. You will love it. You will love it. Okay, then one goes on the other side, and then we're done with that. We're going to trim it down a little bit because it is way too long, but it's easier to tie that way. So I probably will just leave it that way because I don't mind wasting a little bit of ribbon to have it be easy for you. Okay, so there you go. Okay, let's just trim these. Honestly, I'm going to trim them down about like that. They don't have to be real long. So they're just going to be there. They're just there. And if you want them different lengths, excuse me, you can. So I'm doing them, they're probably about like 2 inches, 2.5 inches, something like that. Something like that would be perfect. All right. There we go. Oops. Oopsie. Okay. Got all my little tails over here. And then we're going to look at it And I don't think there's going to be any more trimming that needs to be done. I think it's going to be perfect. I think you're going to love it. I love it. I think it's super cute. You know, it's just really small. I didn't want it to be big. I wanted it to just be small and manageable and can go in any little place. All right, so let me just put you up to myself. I'm just kind of adjusting them. Okay, so you can kind of scooch it along to make it be even. There you go. So that's why I kind of tried to do it and get it all tied on before I do that final one. And I think that's perfect right there. I think that's perfect. Okay, let me hold it up for you guys. Let's see here. There we go. All right, this hand and this hand. What do you think? I think it's super duper cute. Probably once you have it up on the wall, you would kind of adjust your little ribbon. Yep, I think that's going to be perfect. Let me just go in just a little bit so you can see better. Isn't that sweet? How cute is that? I love it. All right, let me put it right there. I think you're going to love it too. So I will get that posted. And this video is actually supposed to post in 5 minutes onto my page. So we'll see if that actually works. Okay, guys, where's my head? Sometimes it chops my head off. Okay, guys, I hope you liked it. Let me see how long it was. Ooh, an hour. I really try not to do that. I try to get them under 20 minutes, but I don't think it's possible. Only sometimes the Chocator one I can do that. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.